Forgotten Giallo is the next one, and this got voted for me. I asked from you guys in the chat, I mean in the community tab, that should I watch this or should I start watching the Mexican horror film box from Vinegar Syndrome, but the votes were pretty even, but ultimately I think this Giallo box got one vote more, so I did watch the Forgotten Gialli. So let's see the box and let's see if I like the films or not. Okay, no niin. Forgotten Gialli, volume 5. And yes, I do have the previous volumes also in my shelf, but this was something that I had not had the time to watch. I think it was released last summer, so it has been on my shelf waiting to get watched like almost a year ago. But first of all, about the box. I think the box looks pretty good, pretty fantastic. Let's see inside what's there. Alright, we have the guy from Tropic of Cancer, and then we have the black guy also from Tropic of Cancer, and then we have, oh, so great, so gorgeous lady. What was her name? What was the lady's name? It was the Anita Strindberg, but I will talk about her a little bit later. So, let's see, in the box we have Tropic of Cancer, and then White Dress for Marialé. And then we have 9 guests for a crime. Okay, first film I watched, and this is mentioned first in this spine, is the White Dress for Marialé. So we have the Vinegar Syndrome basic packaging, no reversible sleeve, but we have this kind of like picture from the film, and one Blu-ray containing the film and extras. And in this film there was some pretty typical, you know, Giallo setup. So this bunch of people goes to a you know, remote manor to have a party, and then there is a killer, and soon the guests of the house, they start one by one, they start dying in the party. So, and Marialé is a rich beauty who lives inside a large manor and with a protective servant. And I think she has a lot of problems in her head because she thinks that she is forcefully kept in the manor, and she sends secretly this message to her friends that, hey, let's have a party, come over here. So the film is another one of these bunch of people in a mansion, and someone is killing off them one by one. There are so many Giallos that, you know, follow the same pattern. That, yeah, I don't know what's about that, and I don't think it's very interesting, you know, start point to start the story. But on the plus side, the music by Fiorenzo Carpi is very beautiful in the film, and also the females, the ladies, are very beautiful in this film. And especially Ida Galli, who is playing this Marialé. Oh my god, what a beauty. No, but the film doesn't include that much nudity, one nude dance scene, and one this orgy scene where the people are getting drunk and dancing in the table. Kind of like a blasphemous scene, and maybe it was a hot scene back in the day, but yeah. The first murder after the opening sequence takes place almost an hour in the movie. So that's very long time to wait for the murders to happen. But after that it really picks up the pace, and people are starting to die, and there was especially brutal murder which happens in the pool. But other than that, I don't think the film had too much blood in it. Well, come to think of it, there was other scene too when the guy got eaten by dogs. So that was awesome too. And those were the highlights of the film. And also you could argue that this one dinner scene or dinner orgy scene is also the highlight as well. But it was directed by Romano Scavolini, and if you might know him better from this one film called Nightmare, which he got very famous about using these very gory effects in Nightmare. But during the making of White Dress for Marialé, it was made like almost 10 years previous to Nightmare. Exactly, it was actually made 10 years previous. But Scavolini didn't have, interest in gore while making White Dress for Marialé. But overall, I think it's a little bit weaker level of Giallo, this White Dress for Marialé. It has its moments, but nothing to write home about. So the extras on this disc was forget about this film. That kind of describes the attitude of the Romano Scavolini's attitude towards the film. It was an interview with Romano Scavolini, and Scavolini remembers the making of the film, and generally speaks about his film career. But he is not that enthusiastic about this film. But I think it was the first ever interview that I have seen from Romano Scavolini. Or was there in the doc tags, was there an interview? I don't remember anymore. But anyway, White Dress for Evelyn, 55 minutes interview with the actress Ida Galli. She describes here her career in Italian cinema and in cinema in general, and all the people who she's been working with, and all the directors, and yeah, interesting interview in the sense that you learn much more detail from if you are listening to a person that has actually worked with these people, so you learn little details that you might have not known about your favorite directors. And then there was audio essay by Rachael Nisbet. It was 17-minute audio essay about this film and what it means in the Italian cinema and giallo genre. Interesting stuff as well. So that was Marialé, 2 for film and 4 for release. I mean, okay, 3.5 for the release. And then Tropic of Cancer. Now we have an interesting looking cover here, and let's see what's inside there. No reversible cover, but this kind of like inside picture. Alright. And in this film there is this married couple who go to Haiti, and they are, going for Haiti for a holiday, but they meet this doctor pal of the husband, and then they get involved in this like very complicated scheme that different criminal organizations want to have this LSD formula, this kind of new drug formula, and they are searching for this professor, and then of course people start to die, and this kind of husband gets excited about this new drug, and maybe he can enter this drug game. So it's like I don't think this is like a genuine giallo film. This is more like a crime film with giallo elements in it. So not a basic giallo then, but yeah. Was it interesting? Well, okay, not too much. But I gotta tell you, there was this one amazing hallucination scene, because this Anita Strindberg, oh my god, she's so breathtakingly gorgeous lady. And in this film there's this hallucination scene when she gets accidentally poisoned by this drug, and then she dreams about being in this hotel corridor, red corridor, surrounded by black guys with their dicks hanging out, and then they are trying to grab her, and her hair like swings in the wind, and it's in slow motion. It kind of reminded me of like some anime scene. It was so brilliantly, visually very, very fantastic scene, and that is definitely the highlight for me from this film. Girl. And the end music as well was pretty good, but other than that, I don't think the music was that, that interesting in this film. Okay, let's see what extras we have here. Of course, we have both Italian and English language soundtracks here, and then we have a 33-minute sex, voodoo, and dictatorship, an interview with the writer-director Gianpaolo Lom. The director of this film remembers the making of the film and also the time he spent in Haiti. This guy also was involved in the making of these Mondo Cane films, and then that explains why this film has like this kind of realistic footage about these Haitian rituals. And also, I gotta tell you, this film included three scenes of animal cruelty, which was not for my taste. It includes a scene in the butcher house and one scene where this I don't even remember, but yeah, kind of nasty stuff. It was a ritual where this ox gets killed. Well, very much like in Apocalypse Now. Yeah, nasty stuff. And also, the director remembers his career in the years in Haiti, and also remembers meeting this Papa Doc, the local dictator of Haiti, which allowed him to make these films. And then there's audio essay by the same Rachael Nisbet, who did the audio essay on the previous films as well, and that is 18 minutes, and describing the background of the film and the making of the film, and also the Haitian culture, which kind of joins with the film. And then there was some outtakes from the film with the music soundtrack playing in the background, but nothing really special in the outtakes section there. Overall, also a good release, 3.5 star for the release, and film gets 2-star rating for me. Let's see, one more film still, 9 Guests for a Crime. Now this, I think this was my favorite from the box, because this is this family who goes to a remote island. They are, going there for having a holiday, 2 weeks on this remote island, and this family is full of douchebags. Everyone is a very mean person. Their men are fucking evil, and their dad is fucking evil, and their wives are also equally evil. These are very nihilistic people. So they go to this island, and of course there's a family tragedy, and then as we go along and people start to die, bit by bit this family tragedy, gets revealed to the viewer, and then we understand why the killer is doing what he is doing. And then we get this kind of like a red herring, that is this killer, is this a zombie, is this a supernatural ghost or whatnot. But it's a Giallo. Usually in Giallo they don't include that much supernatural elements, and this is now no supernatural story. So the killings, there were pretty lot killing going on in this film, and I was kind of surprised that the first kill happened already in the first 15 minutes. I didn't have to wait for an hour to enter the first killing scene, and there were a couple of pretty good killings, and some gore, but nothing too special, and nowhere close nearly as good murder scene as in the Dario Argento films. But I think what makes it my favorite is not a good film per se, but it makes the film stand out from the other films from this box, because the characters, they were so nihilistic. I found myself laughing a lot of times in this film for these characters, because I don't think these kind of people exist. And if these people are so fucking nihilistic and hate each other so much, why would they even go to a holiday together. What? If you are scared of your brother so much that you fear that he's gonna kill you, why would you go on a holiday for 2 fucking weeks in a fucking remote island? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? I don't understand. But I liked it. I gave the film 3 stars out of 5. And let's see the extras. What kind of extras we have on this disc? Giallo in Sardinia, 27 minutes, an interview with actor Massimo Forci. This is the guy from Last Cannibal World. You remember the Ruggero Deodato's horrible cannibal film. It's the same guy, and he remembers the Italian film industry, and he's kind of like very proud of being Italian and proud of Italian film industry back in the day, and rightfully so. And also there is this audio essay by Rachael Nisbet, 15 minutes, and I for some reason I didn't watch it. I had something to do, so I forgot about it. I have typed here I did not watch, but I could have watched it, but I forgot about that. So I cannot comment on that, but I do believe that it is the same good stuff that was also from Rachel in these previous films. And also the film includes Italian language soundtrack and optional English subtitles in this great set of from Vinegar Syndromes. Yeah. Okay, so overall, not that special films, but in these forgotten Giallis, I think this is a common problem. There's a reason why these Giallis are forgotten. Nothing special, not too special films, but I think this is still available, this limited box set from Vinegar Syndrome. So if you're a collector like I am from Vinegar Syndrome, maybe you want to snatch this from Vinegar Syndrome sale, which is coming up real soon. So I think this will run out. It will sell out during the sale. Don't remember was there's that many copies left anymore. But hey, Forgotten Gialli, hey, what do you think about the Forgotten Gialli? Do you have the other Forgotten Giallis? I have them over there. And are you eagerly waiting for Forgotten Giallis Volume 6? Thanks.